What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of how to play against low level players. This is going to be against SD Tucker, who's 223 ELO, played around 3,000 games with a record a little below 500. So probably some sort of blitzer slash lottoer here, because that's typically the playstyle of people at that rating. So yeah, so major there. So it looks like probably the piece in front of that lieutenant is his marshal, because people typically come down with a marshal and a major colonel or something like that. So yeah, this guy's probably if I had to guess, a blitzer down the right side. So yeah, let's get into this game. So he's chasing my lieutenant. It's kind of pointless because it's it's not gonna get him anywhere. So yeah, that's the piece that I believe is the marshal, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking at this point in time. That's probably nothing coming from the front row. Yeah, it's just a captain. The piece I don't want to lose like a scout and a sergeant. So I make sure that to like move it away. I bring my captain over in case that piece is like a captain or lower. If it's major or higher, I'll probably hit it with the marshals. So yeah, it was just a sergeant, so I'll just gladly take that with my captain. I say that's a slightly better trade for me because captain's not that much info. Scout that, see what that is. It's another captain, so it looks like he's coming to trade. Interesting. I bring up major. Looking back, I don't entirely know why, and also here I'm not leaving my marshal covered, and this guy still has all of his scouts left. So I exchanged there, which is fine. Um, Goes down next to my marshal, and I'm hoping that that's not like some sort of garbage piece and discovers my marshal. But judging by his current trajectory, he's probably gonna discover it. So that's not good. That was not a great play on my end, I don't think. I could have easily printed that. We might not hit the marshal. It's it's pretty commonplace for high pieces, so I don't know why he wouldn't. So I'll threaten him there with the major. See if he moves back or hits the marshal. Okay, so my marshal is not going to be scouted today. I'm safe from that. So that's pretty lucky in my opinion, because it's just getting your marshal reveal is never good, because then your opponent just counterattacks with their general and just gets a ton of stuff, and it's just not fun. Which is why you typically want to reveal your marshal for like anything higher than a major. Revealing it for a major wouldn't be the end of the world. There, I attack thinking that it's a major. I mean, thinking that it's a captain in the front, because people don't typically have majors in the front. But this guy already had one in the front, so I don't know why I was so surprised about that. So yeah, so we know two majors. We have a possible marshal spot, but he's not really blitzing down the right anymore like he was at the start of the game. I still think that could be the marshal, and I am down four scouts, soon to be five. Yeah, so I'm down five scouts, and there's the general. So my board position right now is not great for a general coming in, because my marshal's obviously all the way on the left, and there are still some pieces in the way of it. So I'm trying to bluff that minor as a good piece. And I'm guessing that's the spy coming back, but I could be wrong. So I bring my sergeant up just to see like what that piece is over there. Let's see what he does about that. He's gonna go back, so he's scared of my sergeant, or just doesn't want it to be defended by anything. We'll see he's scared of it. So I'm just gonna keep two-squaring that because I know I can check it and see what it is. I doubt it's the marshal, but I guess it could be. But I don't think it. I don't think it is. So I'm gonna be able to find it. Okay, that's super unlucky. It's a lieutenant. But oh well, that's very unlucky. So that piece in front of my major could be a colonel, so I'm not gonna like um just give him like a free major. So I'm gonna see if he believes that minor. Not for a second. Either that or he just moved that lieutenant too fast. But if that was my marshal, then I would have gotten a free general. So that's kind of unfortunate that I wasn't my marshal. But no, doesn't really matter. It's thinking of that you had just thought that that wasn't Marshall and that he just caught a break there. Not entirely sure. So we know the gen suspect the spy. We know two majors. Wait, two majors? Yeah, yeah. We know two majors. So I know that I need to get my gen out because if his gen comes down, then so there's one major in the center, one major on the right, and the gen's in the center as well. So yeah, I need to get my gen out because that kernel is not defended well. I could easily just bring it to my marshal, but then the miner's hanging, and he knows that the miner's not a good piece now because I wouldn't say he called my bluff. He probably just moved too fast, and then that happened. So that wasn't great. So I bring my general up over here, thinking that the spy is probably guarding the gen, and the marshal's probably not in the center. So if I bring it up, then the spy might it might like hit it with the spy, thinking it's the marshal, and then I might be able to get that free major that's right above the general right now. So that's my thought process at this point in the game. I'm pretty sure the spy is diagonal to his general. It could be no, behind is the major. So I'm not entirely sure where it is right now. So yeah, that's piece I thought was the marshal because it's like some sort of blitz, and it's just a captain. So that was not the marshal. I'll just take it with my major. That's a good trade. So I'm kind of skeptical because because his marshal isn't revealed and it could still be in the center. So I don't really want to move my gen up at the center just yet because the marshal could be there. I've seen things like that. So I think I'm gonna scout that thing that's diagonal to his gen or two in front of my gen. So he goes over on my major on the right. It looks like I probably should have. Yeah, no, I do move it down. Okay, but I say like, do I not move it down? Okay, so that's. I'll just trade that off, and then I'll scout whatever that is, cause unless it goes right, no, he can't get out of that. So I'm gonna be able to scout that piece, and if it's like, and I'd be happy if it's not a bluff. Okay, I don't scout it. That's interesting. Okay, well it's coming up now. I probably should have scouted that because it was going after my major, but I think I want to scout in the center because the spy could be there. So scout that, and it's just a scout, so that's just a trade. It's fine. So at this point, I'm pretty sure his marshal's in the center. It could be that piece four squares above my general, and he's like one of those people who just overloads the center with all their high pieces. Then again, he was looking like a blitzer on the right, so at this point, I don't really know what to think. So I go get my marshal over to the center because if his gen takes my minor, then that kernel's done. I'm just hoping he doesn't take it. Maybe thinking my kernel is the marshal. So if he doesn't take the minor here, then I am in a very good position in this game. Okay, so we're good. We can move Marshall over. If that piece to the right moves on the right moves over, I'll probably hit it with my captain because it could be something good like Colonel or Marshall. It could be a bluff. I don't think it's a bluff though because this guy doesn't bluff. So I'm gonna hit that to find out what it is. Yes, and it is the Marshall. So losing captain to find out the Marshall, I'm totally okay with that. So now I can get my Jan up the center safely because he can't move the Marshal next to it, or I'll just take it with the spy. So he probably thinks that that's my Marshal because if it was my Gen, then I wouldn't just like move it up past his Marshal. So he does. So okay, excellent. So he hits it with the spy, and now I can go up and get a free major, which is very nice, very nice. So that was a bit of an outplay on my end. I made him take a 50-50 chance, and he did not guess correctly. I can also get that captain. In retrospect, I probably should have hit him with the minors, then I could win two square with my colonel. Because now he's gonna go down, and the colonel did move, so he's probably gonna hit it for a good reason. So that's not good. But if he hits it, I can move Marshall right. So yikes! So he hit my colonel. That's pretty unfortunate. I do that because because he made a lot more. Yes, so he does. So I can go Marshall down, and I can take it, but I'm gonna lose so many pieces that I'm not even sure if it's worth it. So he's gonna lot himself into a bomb that was fine. Like I think that lotto was better for me. And it's probably been a lot with this Marshall because he's panicking. Yeah. So we get the Marshal and get the General. So at this point in the game, we're up a Marshal, we're up a General, down a Colonel, up a Major, and then we're down some lower pieces. But it looks like he doesn't want to play anymore. He's gonna surrender. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.